Hi, I'm Nathaniel Kiefer.
And I'm Christian Apollo. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was going to do the reverse of your intro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was going to be like,
actually,
and I'm with my,
yeah,
and
do
I'm
it
with
now
my
then.
friend.
Yeah, do it now.
Yeah, okay. And I'm with my friend Christian Apollo.
Hey, that's me.
And we're playing Super Mario Sunshine. More accurately, Christian is playing Super Mario Sunshine, and I'm here watching the master at work.
Playing is a generous word. With how I've been doing so far, it would take a whole different route.
Yeah.
I just don't trust myself right now. There's something.
It took
Something's
me
up.
30 shine sprites to figure out how to play this game. So I don't think you're doing anything wrong yet.
Well, as long as I can figure this out right here. This right here. All right. That's
There
it.
is. That's it. You figured it out. Solved. If you had side flipped off the platform there trying to get this shine, I would have laughed. But
I
I'm
would
glad we finished
I
it.
would have given up if I'm
Yeah.
being perfectly honest.
That's the worst. You're right next to the star and you fall off.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I would hate that. I would hate for that to happen. Thank God it didn't, huh?
yes, we can certainly thank someone that you did not fall off.
Oh,
So now you're using a different controller than normal. How is that working for you so far? We've got 4 shine sprites.
I'm gonna be real with you, Nathaniel. It sucks.
Okay.
It's not great.
Alright, that's what I thought. Speaking of sucks, red coin level coming up here.
Oh, please. It's a fine level.
Mm.
See, I like to play with flourishes. I just like to just jump and glide and do all sorts of crazy stuff while I play.
Mario is an artiste.
Yeah, man.
He makes jumping his art form.
Let's see, what have I missed so far? There's a couple over there, right? That's right. Christian knows where they are.
That is something that is the benefit of foreknowledge, of course.
Aha.
Now, we were talking about collections last time,
Yes. Tell me.
and you were just brushing the surface of your love of Lego, which is something I never got into.
Yeah, I mean, so Lego is to me, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing that it's just so elegant, the concept. Just these blocks that click together and you can construct stuff. That's just such a handsome concept.
Have you heard of a documentary series on, I think it's on Netflix, called The Toys That Made Us?
I don't think I have, actually.
Oh, it's really good. I think you would really enjoy it. The whole documentary series is about children's toy franchises and where they came from, and they have interviews with the people who created them.
I missed a coin over there.
One of the episodes is on Lego.
Oh, I do like that.
So, I'm trying to think what the other episodes are. So there's 3 seasons at this point. I think
wow.
each season has 4 episodes.
Oh, so mini
or 5?
2-hour documentaries?
Yeah. They're they're like an hour and a half, I think, each. Something
Okay.
like that. An hour?
That's
Something
nice.
like that. So they have the Masters of the Universe toys, Ninja Turtles,
Okay.
Star Trek, Star Wars, and it's all toys and stuff. Hello Kitty,
Hello Kitty. Of course, you have to have Hello Kitty.
Lego, I already mentioned that.
Yep.
He-Man.
Yeah,
Oh, I said
Master of the Universe.
I already said Masters of the Universe.
They cover it twice. Because why
well,
not?
Yeah. What else do they have? Hot Wheels.
I used to like Hot Wheels, actually.
And...
I didn't collect them, but I used to like them.
What's the other one? I watched them all, but some of them obviously left a bigger impact on me than others.
Right.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Yep.
Yeah.
So, other than board games, what was sort of your toy of choice in your youth?
So my parents actually were collecting board games before I was born. So I got born into the board game collection.
I see.
But it didn't become mine until I was in high school. So when I was a kid, I did have action figures.
Okay.
But I never had any sort of sets. Like we had Lego, but we never really had Lego sets. We just had odds and ends. I had this figure. I had a Power Ranger figure, but I had like one Power Ranger figure. I
Right.
had one Street Shark. One whatever. The only like action figures we had whole sets of were Batman.
Oh.
We had a ton of Batman I had a ton of Batman figures. We had like a Batcave like playset. I had like 4 different versions of Batman. I had one version of Batman where he actually had a grapple hook. That was his belt or whatever.
Huh.
And it did work. It didn't do anything. You just pulled this straight out and it looked like, oh, it's a grappling hook or whatever. We had a Bat plane. I had like the Batmobile. Blah blah blah. I had Mr. Freeze. I had the Joker. I had Penguin.
Huh.
Blah blah blah. So I'm a pretty big comic book fan, and Batman in particular has always been a love of mine. So, and then the other one was Ninja Turtles, which I inherited from my brother. He was a huge Ninja Turtles fan, so we had all the Ninja Turtles figures.
You have a brother? No, I'm just kidding.
So he was a huge Ninja Turtles fan, so I inherited that. We had like we didn't have the Technodrome playset, but we had like the sewer. We had like the Ninja Turtles layers playset. We had all the turtles. We even had like a space turtle. We had an astronaut Raphael.
Can I make this?
Can you? Where you trying to get to the? Won't the pipe at the top be sealed at this point, or can you get to Piana Village now?
I don't know.
Okay, I guess that's what we're finding out. Can you make it with a rocket nozzle though?
I can't. I'm sure there's a way, like some sort of speedrunning tactic.
Someone's gotten there.
Someone's done it.
I had like astronaut Raphael as well. We had Splinter, blah blah blah, Krang, Shredder, Super Shredder.
Boring. No, I'm just kidding.
What? You don't like Ninja Turtles?
I actually never really was into them. Actually, funny you should say that. I never really did get into Ninja Turtles. I do like Ninja Turtles now, but
I got into Ninja Turtles by proxy. Ninja Turtles was really before my time.
oh wait,
in
I
all
can't
honesty.
get this. I don't know why
So
I
you need
did
the
that.
rocket nozzle.
I don't know why I did that. What a waste of my time. Stupid Christian. Wasting everybody's time.
Can you get the box one?
Which box one? Oh, the one that's
Like
over
the
there?
one where you stop the crates?
Probably. I would think
Okay.
so. Whoops. I did my lead strats all the way off.
So anyway, basically, and this is probably one of the reasons why Super Smash Brothers has always been a favorite of mine, is because that's basically how I played with my toys when I was a kid. I had, one Street Shark, one Power Ranger, one dinosaur, blah blah blah. I just had all these really weird odds, one troll. I had these weird odd and end toys when I was a kid.
Right.
So I had them in a big old like
Oops.
Tupperware box, and I would just pull them out.
Oh my god.
I'd make up some sort of storyline to explain why I had all these things that didn't really fit together, and then they would all fight each other.
I like that. I kind of did
Yeah.
a lot of the same thing with my Lego sets.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
So
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Absolutely. I had a lot of toys too, and I would do that kind of thing. Me and my sister,
Yeah.
we used to love TV, and we
Right.
used to have all these different sorts of toys to play with. We'd have like Beanie Babies, we'd have like teddy bears, we'd have like Lego,
Beanie
all
Babies.
sorts of things, and we pretended we had our own TV channel, of which we had television programs of, and it was just us playing make-believe with these toys.
nice. What was your channel? What was your TV channel called? Do you guys
I
have a name?
can't remember off
I
the top
can't
of my head.
remember.
It was like Kids Corner. I don't know. It was something dumb, and
Okay.
my sister named it. My sister was never the creative one with names. That was always me.
Right.
When it comes to names and naming things, I have a lot more fun. Why am I doing this right now? I'm out of here. I'm going back here, completing this place.
Okay. Did you do box part 2 as well?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I want to do more Bianco Hills. PD Piranha Strikes Back. Oh wait, I hate this level. Oops.
This is awful. This isn't fun.
Yeah, this one straight up sucks, right?
Yeah.
Like it's straight
Yeah,
up
this
not
one-
good.
Not good. Not a good level.
No, bad. It's, in fact,
Yeah.
just horrid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna be brutally honest with each level. If I like it, I'll mention it. If I don't like it, I will also mention it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I can't fault you. Look at that flip I did. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
You good, homeboy? What's you got to say? Get out of here.
I'm so happy.
Nothing? This game sucks. This game's rigged.
Why do I save people without an immediate and awesome reward?
Why don't I?
Altruism? What is that?
It's called instant karma. And why am I not receiving a gazillion dollars other than this blue coin I just received? Get out of here. You too. So yeah, I totally get the odds and ends playing with your toys thing.
Yeah, that's why I think this documentary would be right up your alley. I actually don't think there's anyone I know who wouldn't enjoy in some way this particular documentary. So I promise I'm not. This show is not sponsored by Netflix. So unless it is.
Let me just check. Let me just check my papers here.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
Not sponsored.
Yeah. Alright. That's too bad. That's unfortunate. So.
It's whatever. We don't make money here.
We don't need to make money. We're artists. Need money.
Whoops. This level is trash garbage, and I think everyone can agree that this level sucks. Unless there's someone that's like super, like, bro, Petey Piranha's the best Mario character ever. But I don't think.
No, I can't think of anyone. He's a mini boss, I think, in Mario Luigi Superstar Saga. So, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, it's been a long time since I played Superstar Saga.
Did you play the Paper Mario games?
No, I did not.
Whoops. Uh-oh.
So I'm not a huge RPG guy, actually. So I've actually only ever finished 4 RPGs, like legit RPGs, like in my video game career. Earthbound, aka Mother 2, which I know holds a special place in your heart.
Sure does.
Chrono Trigger. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And actually Earthbound is too. And Knights of the Old Republic 2.
KOTOR 2?
I think that's it. So unless you count the Fallout games as RPGs, but I don't really. So
here we go. Get off. Yeah, I've never played KOTOR. I have played Earthbound, but I've never finished it.
Yes, yeah, we've had that conversation. You don't want it to end. At least that's what I've heard.
That's sort of the explanation. It's just such a beautiful game. There's just something so, like, earnest about it that I... Also, I don't know. The ending is a little bit... It's a lot. It's a lot to process. For like, a very simple game that it is, you know?
I would argue that's what makes it powerful, though.
Yeah, I mean, like... That's what I find so fascinating about the game, is that it's just like simple and yet like very complex.
Yeah, one of the reviewers I really trust described it sort of as like a game through not only about children, but through the lens of a child.
Yeah.
So there's a simplicity to the art and to people's motives, because that's how kids paint people, and yet there's also a hidden complexity. There's a strangeness and a surrealism to everything.
I think that's a actually perfect way to describe it. I never really thought about that, huh? Yeah,
well, I think that's amplified my understanding of the game. You ever seen the music video for Kids by Management, aka MGMT.
MGMT. Oops. No, actually, I don't think I've seen that.
Oh.
I used to love the band though.
Yeah, it's a fabulous music video, and the I also want to spoil it for you because it's awesome. I won't tell too much, but basically the opening is a very earthbound opening.
Huh.
And it has this baby surrounded by these horrific monsters or whatever.
Oh wow.
And the music video is all about what the world looks like from the eyes of a small child.
Wow.
So I think that's what the song's about too, but the video makes it more obvious. So.
Oh my god, he's going over there. I love that sort of storytelling though. Like that's one of my favorite, not tropes, but lenses.
Yes.
Like the monstrosities of the world through the eyes of a child. Like I love that sort of framing because I don't know, I have a certain naivete to me, and I sort of like, I want to keep that boyish sort of attitude. I like the sort of innocence I have about me.
Yeah.
Where's he at? Oh my god.
Where is he? He's over there. This is what made this awful. Like, the first time you fight him, it's fine, because it's just a boss fight.
There he goes.
This time, it's like, I don't even want to fight you, mate. And you're making me chase you around. So.
I never asked for this.
Yeah, I never asked for this.
I never
You
asked
ever
for
played... You played the, Deus Ex games?
this. No.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of answer we expected, but...
No, I guess that's the answer I expected. We've already established you weren't a huge video game guy. Maybe I should ask you about movies you've seen then, because there's a few movies that I really like, and then there's also movies that I think are, like, essential to people's viewing and understanding of the art form. They might intersect, but not always.
I've seen quite a few movies.
I'm sure. So.
That's like my another big thing of mine is like collecting movies.
Collecting movies, okay.
Yeah, I love movies.
Yeah, we have a decent movie collection, because what happened with us is, and there he's dead. Nice.
Finally.
What happened with us is, like, we were talking about the death of video rentals last episode, and
That's true.
so when that died, there was a period of time between when, like, digital movies became easier to access and get and acquire, and when rentals died.
Because Blu-ray started happening around then, right?
Yeah. So we have a lot of physical movies, lots of sets of television series and DVDs and Blu-rays and all of that, where we were collecting them physically before we really got into the Netflix stuff and the Amazon Prime and blah 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 blah. So
because that's really where it's all at now, unfortunately.
Now that's where it's at, yeah. But yeah, we have a pretty substantial one. My parents actually just finished getting rid of like dozens and dozens of VHS tapes that we had collected over the decades.
Those things wear out, unfortunately.
So yeah, most of them were still working. Most of them were just movies we were either only ever going to watch once, or we were never going to watch. Because that was the thing. My father would just buy them.
And then...
Because we could no longer experiment with them, right? We couldn't just rent them and find out if they were good. So he'd buy them at a clearance place or something for $2. And sometimes you get a gem. And sometimes you didn't. And sometimes they were the worst thing you'd ever seen.
That's simply true. Ooh, I want to get that blue coin.
I remember... that's how I watched Battlefield Earth, actually.
Oh yeah?
One of the infamous bad movies.
Battlefield Earth. Which one's that?
It's got John Travolta in it.
Ooh,
it's
yikes.
Probably one of the most reviled films of all time.
Oh wow.
It's written by...
Was that the one where he's an alien?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, the Cyclones or the Cyclodes or whatever. And it's based on a book which is written by the founder of Scientology, whose name is escaping me at the moment.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I also forget their name.
Yeah. Anyway, so he wrote the book.
I see.
So that should immediately tell you something, and so they apparently they only adapted the first half of the film. They were going to make a two-parter, and of course it did so horribly that the second one never saw the light of day. But anyways, so that was awful. That's how we got that.
Right.
Dad brought that home from a like a clearance place, and he's like, "Hey, Nathaniel, have you ever heard of this movie?" And he showed me the VHS tape. I'm like, "Oh, Dad, that's Battlefield Earth. That's considered one of the worst movies of the 21st century." And he's like, "Oh,
Oops.
you want to watch it tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I have seen it, much to my. The thing is, my dad is. I'm pretty harsh on movies, although not as harsh as my brother. My dad is really chill. If he doesn't like a movie, it means it must really be awful. And the way you can tell if he doesn't like a movie, he doesn't say anything about it. He falls asleep. That's how you know.
Huh. I feel like my dad does the same dang thing.
Yeah, so he won't say anything. He won't say anything about it unless it offended him or something. Like it was like, bothering him. But if it was just bad, he'll just fall asleep. He won't make any comments about it.
Right.
And so that's how I knew he was not enjoying Battlefield Earth, because he fell asleep about halfway through. And left
awesome.
me to endure it. So.
Dang. Dad left you all alone, huh?
Yeah. The only other movie I can think of off the top of my head where he fell asleep almost immediately was the third Matrix movie. Matrix Revolutions or something.
Whoa!
Oh no!
Nathaniel, I hate to break this to you, but I fucked up.
You're doing so well, too.
I know. Well, let's try again.
So this one, I recently did the second run on this, where you have to come back and get the 8 red coins.
Mm-hmm.
So I have finished this
Whoops.
level at least.
Okay, that was
oh no!
super not cool. That was a dumb thing. That was really stupid and dumb, and it was stupid and dumb. Okay, glad I got that out of my system. When do I want to go?
I don't know if you've seen the Matrix movies.
I've seen the first one.
You've seen the first one?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I like the first one.
Okay. I think it's a bit overrated, but I
agree.
I enjoyed it. So
I agree. I think it's super overrated.
it's the Ocarina of Time of movies, in my opinion.
That's a really interestingly apt way of putting it.
Like, good, very solid.
I can see why other movies sort of take inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. I can see why movies take inspiration from it. It was solid. I don't really have any huge complaints about it, but super overrated.
Yeah. Not as groundbreaking or...
It was not God's gift to filmmaking that everyone thinks it is.
I love the Wachowskis. Like, they are fascinating filmmakers to me. Did you see Cloud Atlas when it came out?
Cloud Atlas?
Yeah, it's not a well-known movie.
It sounds really familiar.
Oh, no! Does
that block come back?
This is fine. I wonder. Well, it's on its way up, so one can only hope.
I guess we'll know in a moment. I guess we'll know. What comes up usually comes down. I guess we'll know in a moment.
Oh, yeah, there you
it's
go.
coming back down. You're in luck.
Just have to have patience. Yeah, Cloud Atlas. It's like 2012, I think.
Oh, okay. So then no, okay. If it was older than that, maybe. But, it doesn't sound familiar.
You stopped watching movies after 2010.
Well, I stopped experimenting as much because...
Oh, really?
We stopped getting... Like, because we stopped mass buying movies.
Are you not a theater goer?
I am, but if we go to the theater, it's usually a family affair. So the only movies we're going to see together are the movies we can all agree on.
Right.
Which happens more than you think, but it usually boils down to like a Pixar movie or like a Marvel movie. Something all four of us are going to like and
I see.
Are willing to watch. So
I see. Okay. Yeah, that gets a bit tough with my family too. Like agreeing on a film to go to.
Yeah. I I've seen some great movies together, but I've gotten more experimental now with the streaming things. I've seen some really great movies. Actually, if you like horror movies too, I don't know if you do, Christian, but
I do.
there's I don't know if you have a Prime Video, but there's a sort of anthology series that's made by Amazon's in-house studio called Blumhouse or whatever it is.
Blumhouse, yeah.
So I've just recently finished a series of 4 films that they made.
Okay.
Which were of varying quality. I would say all of them are worth watching if you like films, because I think even really shitty films teach us something about storytelling.
Right. I think I agree.
That was a lesson my mom taught me when I was young. Oh no! Right at the end. Right at the end.
And I'm dead.
The fall into forever, and you have a concussion.
And I have a concussion. God damn it.
You're dead, and you have a concussion.
What a pain in my keister.
Don't you hate when that happens?
I do.
I hate dying.
Now this looks like baby food.
Yeah.
This part. Look at this. Easy pleasy. Yeah. Come on. Grow up this part of the game.
Blasters, yes, sorry.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about, though. It's like it's got like I forget what it's called. Tell me it.
Yeah, so my mom taught me that at a really early age. She's like, everything can teach you something, even if the lesson is you don't want to do it that way.
Yeah.
I think that's really important. So anyways, so they were all psychological movies. They were all psychological thrillers. I prefer psychological thrillers to straight horror movies.
I agree.
And I mean, psychological thrillers are horror movies, but I think when most people say horror, they're talking about slasher films, which I find very boring.
Right.
I'm not particularly disturbed by them. I don't find them scary. It's just
like whatever. People are getting
they're just
killed.
boring and gross, and it's like, okay.
I do have a thing for torture porn, like Saw movies, you know?
I saw the original Saw.
I love that movie.
I actually thought that was pretty good because the psychological angle was a bit stronger than in the other ones.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just...
I found the other Saw movies a bit mindless, but I did enjoy the original. So... so let's see. The first one was called The Lie.
Whoops. Oh my god, what did I just do?
Which was about a girl who... I'm not spoiling anything, this is on like the description on the video when you load it up. Okay. Which is about... I won't spoil anything because I think you should actually watch them. Which the premise is this 16-year-old, I think she is, this 16-year-old girl apparently murdered her friend. Murdered her best friend, in a state of rage or whatever.
Okay.
And the whole movie is about her parents...
oh my god, I did it.
Trying to cover up her crime.
I did it. I did it, Nathaniel.
Congratulations.
Oh.
There it is.
Okay, I can stop slouching.
It's not a good film.
Okay.
It's got some really great promise.
That's how I feel about Sunshine when we're talking about problematic favorites.
Yeah, like this game. Yeah, it's kind of like this game.
Yeah.
It's one of those. I've always been of the philosophy that the ending is so important because it's the last thing the audience remembers.
Exactly.
And The Lie has one of the silliest endings I've ever seen. It was actually a really strong film, and it just completely blew it.
Oh man.
In the ending, and it was very unfortunate. Didn't we already kill this thing?
Yeah, but I didn't actually go in and play a level.
It comes back if you don't play a level?
Yeah, I goofed it. I'm a goofball, okay. Nathaniel. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
That's alright.
I've ruined the whole playthrough.
I'm gonna be a goofball in a moment.
Actually, that wasn't bad.
That was not worth repeating. Okay.
That wasn't bad, is what I was saying. But...
yeah, it wasn't bad. We'll give it a 5.
Man, I messed up.
So that one was okay. That one's okay. I think some of it's okay though. The second one was called Black Box, I think.
Black.
That one's really interesting. That one sort of got like a cyberpunk-y sort of vibe to it.
Ooh.
This guy suffers from a concussion from a car crash in which his wife died. And they have a daughter. But he suffers such a severe concussion he can't remember. He doesn't remember her.
Oh, that's no fun.
He doesn't remember her. He doesn't remember anything he did. Blah, blah, blah. Apparently he was like this famous magazine photographer or whatever, and now he can't find work because he's forgotten like what gave him the edge.
Wow.
So like he's in a big rut and nothing's working, like none of the normal like exercise is working. So this doctor basically gives him this experimental treatment where she like I don't know, turns his brain to a computer basically and like tries to reconstruct it or whatever. I don't the science isn't there. It's not a science movie, but
and it doesn't have to be fun.
No, it doesn't have to be fun. And then basically so then he kind of wanders through his mind trying to reconstruct it, and things start not adding up. Like creepy things start happening, and he starts seeing people he doesn't recognize and that kind of thing. And so the movie's, like I said, a psychological thriller about like, well, you know, what's wrong with my head? You know, am I still me? And all of that. So.
Right. Those are the best. Those are the best.
Yeah. And it has a nice twist too. It has a nice like mid-movie like twist to it. I saw the twist coming. I think if you were to watch the film, you'd probably be able to predict the ending, but it was still the correct ending, if that makes sense.
Right.
So.
That's how you do this guy without.
Yeah, I didn't know you didn't have to rip off his arms. Now I hate this boss because I always felt like a horrible human being. Attacking the squid. Now, obviously, you want to take his arms off because then he can't whack you or whatever.
Yeah. But you can do it without. There we go. And then I just grab that. There you go.
Wow, that was fast. Like when I did that, I pulled off each tentacle.
Yeah, so
individually. And then
as soon as his eyes go X mark and purple, you can let go of his lips. So you don't have to pull them the whole way back. You could just let go when they turn purple.
Right, duly noted.
So, yeah, so I knock those two front tentacles down. I squash them down because it takes them a little while till they can pop back up and attack me. And it gives me just enough time to pull on his lips and let go and send him flying. So that's how that speed run of that goes. I don't know, I found that interesting.
So that one was a good movie. If you like movies with twists, that's the only movie of the four that really has any horror elements.
Right.
Because the scenes in his mind get pretty messed up.
Okay.
There's a couple of weird body horror sequences and that kind of stuff.
I love body horror.
Oh, okay, well there you go.
I hate it, but I love it.
Yeah. So that's the only one that's not just a straight up thriller. It has some creepy atmospheric moments or whatever.
Right.
The third one was called Evil Eye. And it was and what's cool about all of these movies is that each one is sort of set in a different place with a different nationality and cast and all of that.
Right.
So the first one was American, I suppose, but it was an adaptation of a German movie with a similar plot.
Oh, interesting.
The second one is an all black cast, an all African American cast. And then Evil Eye is all Indian. It's a 100% Indian cast.
Okay.
From India as opposed to not Native American.
Right, yeah.
So that one's interesting. So that one is about a mother who is convinced that her daughter's new boyfriend is the reincarnation of someone who physically abused her.
Oh, scary.
When she was younger or whatever, of her former lover. or whatever who physically abused her. So
Yeah, you don't want that in your life.
yeah, so the whole psychological angle, and now they answered for you, and I won't spoil that part, but the whole psychological angle going in is she just paranoid because she's been the victim of abuse, or is there actually something to her theory?
Right.
You think we got it? We did it. I guess it's under 45 seconds then.
It is under 45 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, you destroyed that. That took me like 5 attempts.
I think it did, yeah. We were all there for that. Thomas, Richard.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
your brother was there.
We had the whole gang was there, because that was right after an RPG session.
It was a lot of fun, actually. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Man, good times.
Good times.
A couple weeks ago.
Okay, so there's another. That's for the lighthouse. That's Gelato Beach or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay.
So since I did this one, we can go there, but I'm gonna get a few of these ones too, because we have 10 already.
Nice. Only 110 more to go.
I know. Actually, we should end the episode.
Yeah, we should.
This is
Let's do that.
perfect time to do that. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe,
bye.
hit the bell. I don't care. Bye. Alright, cool. Whatever.
I only explained 3 of the 4 movies, but that's okay. We'll leave them in suspense.
That's the idea, right?
Yeah, that's right. Leave them wanting more. They'll come back.
They're gonna be
because
like,
they
what's
wanna know
that
about the
fourth gosh dang
yeah.
horror movie?
Right? They'll never know.
They will literally never know unless they watch.
Unless they want, exactly.
The
Or they
fools.
look it up on Prime Video. I mean, they could do that as well.
Fools, the lot of them, not watching the next video.
That's right.
Could you imagine not watching the next video in this series? I couldn't.
I mean, I could imagine it, but it's a scary place, and I don't want to be there.
It's actually like I can't even picture it, and I'm the creative one.
That's. Oh, thank you for indirectly implying that I'm the not creative one.
That's absolutely not what I meant to do. That's absolutely not what I meant to do. If anything, you're more creative. You're the GM. You're inherently more creative than me in every possible facet.
It's okay. We can.
I tried to DM once. Didn't go so well.
Yes, I heard about that.
Didn't go so well.
I heard about that.